Indeed we are. It is car 959. We are on the street. We are on air. We are also on the go on Kaya app, and maybe you are also via DSTV or online. Welcome. Tebogo Mfete, the medium, is here. It's a good morning to him. Good morning, Debza.
Good morning, Brati.
You
How
well?
are you? I'm good, and you? I'm well. Dumelang bagolo ko gae le kae? It's a beautiful weather outside, eh? Don't you think?
Wena velo tlabialo. In fact, they must give you a name Motlalipule, because every time you come here, it's cloudy or it's drizzling.
Ke a bonagala hore ke ngwana ba Dimo,
Ya
eh?
ke re
I
yaanong.
always travel.
Ya ke re yaanong.
Yes.
One of the issues is what we call silent competition. I'm stealing a statement used by one of our listeners who tweeted, said there's something called silent competition,
Yes. Yes.
and which obviously then leads to envy, leads to feuds and fights.
Yes. Yes.
Right? These two warring people, in their mortal days, they were fighting. And then we end up inheriting that fight. They pass on.
Yes.
On the other side, are they still feuding?
No, they are not. Hence, there are people like us, gifted people that are able, obviously we are gifted, different, but hence we are able to connect with the departed souls, because one of the reasons why people are connecting or us connecting with those people is to say, those people are passing messages to say, Ari Lukiseng, let's correct this, let's get a way forward, let's correct our lives. So what will be the need then for us to be able to connect with the departed souls if there's still that anger that comes through? Hence, I will say to people who come and consult with me, there is no way that oka kwatela motho eleng hore ha sa le teng mo lefatsheng. You are wasting your time. You need to heal, because the more o kwata, the more o kwala dintho tsa hao. You need to heal, you need to forgive, you need to have a way of living and continue with your life. So if these people were mo bophelong and then ba sa utlwane, they have their feuds, they've got their conflicts, bagolo, let's move away from that. It's time now to correct and re utlwane, re lokise, because now they did not know better, hence the conflict, hence the feud. Now they're in another world where ha gona ditshele, ha gona dipalabalo, ha gona dintwa. It's all about fixing.
Will they come out to you and say, "Kopa bolelle bana ba ka hore ke sorry"?
Many times.
Is it?
At many times.
Bagolo saying sorry.
And I actually like those crossing overs, you know, and people will be in my presence and they will be emotional about it, where I will say that your mama says here, why born and trail or your dad who was absent for such a long time, why born and trail or how pilela. Now, mosidimo in the spirit, how pilela, how lukisetsa. So fall, because you having a grudge with your father, an absent father. There's somebody now listening to me now. He's saying to me, I'm upset because my father never raised me. He was there, but he never raised me. And now when he died, I had to come and bury him or all of that, you know. And I'm gonna use my experiences. I had an absent father in my life. But when he died, I was there, and I had to bury him and be there with my paternal family. I didn't say ntato ang khudisa. So I know what I'm talking about, guys. Let's heal from these things. Di tlo re tshwarella. Re tlo nna batho ba leng hore tsa mo lefatsheng re le bitter, dintho tsa rena di kwalegile.
Families do fight
all the time.
Maybe they were meant to fight.
Exactly. Maybe they were meant to fight.
Ke rona really busy mo ka khotesa di family when actually they must fight.
Yes, families fight all the time. And a family that does not have conflicts or feud, there is something wrong. Siblings are meant to fight. Parents are meant to disagree with their kids, and kids are meant to disagree with their parents. It's normal. That's how life it is. But are we going to live that life and let these conflicts and feud define the people that we are? No. We need to move from those things and grow from those things so that we can be able to hear it closely. Let's fix this. You know, one of the things that is making leshata destroys many families.
In your head, in your heart.
Yes. In the family itself.
Yeah.
You know, where people over to bulu, over to bula, or to say, oh, it's so, and you guys will never prosper. You will never go anywhere if le continue mo leshateng. Whether it's a husband and a wife, more relationship mo lenyalong, taba ya leshata, it's a maisa sidimo. Period.
On the street, on the air.
Indeed it is. Tebogo Mfete, the medium, is here. Tanding Gubeni, good morning to you. I hope you're well.
Hello, how are you?
We are good. Tanding Gubeni, born 1982, July, the 8th. Your question regarding your family.
Yes, that family issues, like on my father's side, like about our families up until my parents passed. So now we're trying to reconcile the cousins back, because what we want to know, like, are they allowing us to continue to do, because and one of our aunt like I don't know what's happening.
All right.
Okay.
Let's find out.
Hi, Austin, you guys. Hi, how are
Sorry?
you? Okay, I'll see.
I'm fine, and you, Tebogo?
I'm good. Yes. Within the space of your family, I like the fact that Lebatlo reunite and you want to fix your family. That is good. So I'm gonna give you credit for that. But what I see is that there's still a huge division within cousins. I see a space of 6 people whereby Kidiko Kohano, and then there's 2 groups within that space of 6 people. So I would want to look at our group and agree on the mosebetsi o le batlong ho etsa for the paternal side. But one thing that I'm gonna say, that before you can even engage in that ceremony ya mosebetsi o wa batho ba bagolo, let's go first and connect with them ko mabitleng. Let's go and rotsia batho ba re ba kenye ka mo gae gore ba kgone re phelela, so we know that when re slaughtera re bitsa badimo re tshela disnefi tseo, the presence and the spirit ya badimo e teng ka mo gae. It can therefore listen to what we say, and let's work on our hearts as we do this thing. Let's not just do because we want to be seen doing good things. Let's agree, let's do kapelo. And if for some reason that you guys are trying to rectify this thing and there's 1 or 2 people baba khwelang ka mo morago, it's fine, let them go. Don't push and pull people that are not interested to fix things, that are not interested to amend and have a progress in their life, because we don't want a person to come in the presence yali closey asabula pelo. It's about the heart. It's not about only the mosebetsi o alna o batla mosebetsi wa pudi, so kopale rekeng pudi. Don't use unku, because there were talks about le batho ba risa unku ke a here lebo garetsang a re se pudi because re tlisa matlosi ra kopa kopanya. Let's re-break this thing ele mo family ya lena, and that thing also e causa malwetse, because there's certain cases tsa malwetse a kene mo family are taking women people on your side. So kopa le shebele ntho le rapedise. But I can tell you now that mosebetsi tsa magantle, but don't try and convince anyone or everybody to say itla to the party. People have to come because they want to fix, because it's for the benefit of everyone. And yes, the people that are listening to you, from the paternal side, they would want to, especially the past generation, bontate mogolo and lebo nkgono, they want that because by leboga there's this thing ya mabele e ba etsang ke kopa letse bojwala ba mabele linke moruku o wa mabele, and then lo gase mo jarateng after the ceremony. It will show that ba dumetse and bathabetse mmerkwaleng. But I can tell you now, things are going to go very well, and this mosebetsi also will also ubule dilo tsa lena individually, in terms of progress, in terms of success, in terms of mesebetsi le kre di promotion le not just prosper le kre manyalo le tseng le nne mo relationship, because there's also issues that relationship or a le nne ke batho la tswa like and those kind of things, ne?
Yeah.
All right, Tandi. That love says I agree. Nonkosi, we are now going to Pimville. Mr. Hlali, good morning.
Good morning, Tebogo. How are you?
We're good. The 17th of April, 1980, she was born. Your question regarding your family.
Abuti Tebogo ke tla thuso ya hao. There's a feud, an ongoing feud between my older brother and my dad. And my mother was the one on a lea, gore aba kopanya, but then my mom is now passed on, and I know that my brother was very dear to my mother. To a point that he came to the funeral, we had to find him, Utile, and then after the funeral, there was a fight that took place between him and my dad, Abakatela Nna and my brother, and now we don't know where he is. We haven't seen him for a year now. So what I need to know is there anything that you can pick up? What is causing this feud between Motho le biological papa Gage? And how can we? And how is my mom feeling about it on the other side?
Okay.
All right, hold on.
Because Mama wanted to fix this thing all along, and she still wants to ilukisiwe ka mogae. But you see, it all depends on your brother. There's a lot of disappointment. There's a lot of things that favoritism between the sibling and between mang or fiva mang, and a lot of expectations. My dad had this thing, or disappointed, or non disappointed, those kind of issues. So it needs to start from him first, and acknowledging the posto tsa gae le gore ke tlo lukisa ntho e itseng ke lukise so gore re kgone go kry-a bophelo. But what I can tell you is that your brother is just hurting. He needs somebody to talk to, somebody ka mo lukisetsang a montsha tsela. He needs the father side, he needs the dad, he needs to be close ko side ya bontate wa hae le ntata hae a monke a mise kwa le ko le tswang ko teng kwa le ko di plaseng kwa le ko the rural areas gore ba metetse mosebetsi gantle wa mamogela mo family ya bontate ya hae. So this is about head. So it's more about your brother than more about your father, because your father Lena, he's trying all these things, but your brother, he's just pulling away, and at the end he's going to regret, because even le bophelo ba gae ntse di tlo kopanang and then ba mmotsa gore ya go papa o lukisa, so o tlo lukisa jwang if ile gore now he's cutting all this thing. But mama would want you guys le tswele pele le lukise dintho tse. He and she appreciates the effort. She says to me, mama hona bana gore because I'm not there and you are there, she appreciates your effort to to try and obatlise together. Also although there's this absence of the brother and the whereabouts or the brother go kai I ke bone anything sa gore a sa le teng o teng is just to say ko ena gore o phula away ha ba tlo kopana le lena ba tlo le bona. But keep having faith and keep re tsa mama gore a molatelle ka ditoro. Re kopa mama tsang le badimo ba fetileng gore ba metele bosigo ba mmontshe tsela gore a ye go gae a tlo bua le lena. If there's anyone that mama says can be able to do this thing, Gwen. So now you've got a task to unite these people, obviously with the help Yamatlozi. So don't feel like this fight it's a lot for you. You're going to win it because you are there for a reason, and you're going to be able to this thing has been going on for a long time. It's about it's male people and talk things through. But because of the ego and because of the pride, but this is more on your brother. But at a later stage, there's going to be a lot of movement. I see something after August that says the family will be reunited and all of that. So and the issue happy can if we Abuti, can we also bring Abuti closer on the side the maternal in terms of bomalome le bana ba thuse ba ba leng teng to reunite ngwana le ntate wa gae and to fix issues tse di leng teng go dulwa gase go tlhatswe dipelo go tlhatswe sedimo go tse mosebetsi wa tlhatswa sedimo and just to reunite the families ne.
Okay.
Thank you, Nonkosi. Before we go for a musical break, refile Kagiso. Hello, Mentsebele.
Hi, Uncle Steve, how are you?
I'm good. Ref is born 1988, the 12th of September. What's your question regarding family?
Hi, I'm Tebogo.
Hi,
Oh, we're struggling to hear you there. Turn around. Palama tafule. Emagalutule one. Something. All right.
So, I recently lost my mom family last year. And then I'm left with my nephew, who is a 25-year-old. And I'm the only surviving child for my parents. And then we've got my aunt, that is literally the second surviving sibling that my mom has. So, o ka re sile ka moralo, o sile ka moralo wa ngwana le 15 years, and 6 years to take care of because clearly she's not coming to the party. But now the thing is, we are also not getting along very well with my nephew. Up to a point where I even decided to sell the house so that each can go separate ways, and then see how life can go without being with each other. So what I want to know is this feud. What is my mom saying about? What is my brother actually having left them now, wanting to go in new life? Will I get that new house? Will things work out in a way that should? And are they comfortable with the whole situation that's happening?
Okay. Something about them sharing a house with the nephew, and the mother has passed on.
The mother has passed on. The nephew is troubled. Let's just start there first. The nephew is troubled. There's nothing wrong with her sharing the house with the nephew, but the nephew feels like the lady's trying to, Refilo is trying to take over somehow. So she really needs to make the nephew understand that she's not taking over, she's just trying to fix, But there are issues within the nephew itself that needs to be dealt with from the side of his paternal side, that they need to fix those things before Refilo can understand, because Refilo is into a mixture of something that she doesn't understand. So she feels this is about her, but it's not about her, it's about the nephew and all the stress that is going on within the nephew. So what I recommend is that Refilo give it time and talk things through. So she asked something about reselling the house, if I got it correctly. I don't think the parents will be happy in regards to selling the house. I think it needs to relate and engage with the mother and the brother, something about the brother passing on and the mother. So she needs to first engage Libaholo and then be able to agree guidance. But what they are saying is that you selling the house will be a bad move currently. Try and fix things through, but the way that your nephew is so stubborn, we're just hoping, and I'm just telling you to push something that I don't think it will gonna happen at the end, because anyone. But try as much as you can that even if you failed. Sidimo se kon register or at least Refilo has tried to bring this together, but neko fela more in that instance. You moving, what is the issue about you moving? You wanted to be there, but move and leave the nephew there. What is this move about? Can you just clarify that?
I'm like, so it's been a done deal, and the house is basically sold already. So the only thing that's left is for me to now find another home where. So basically, what's going to happen is he's going to.
Okay, so you've moved already. So that's what I'm saying. You've moved. So that the move is confirmed, but they didn't want that move to happen. But if you've done it, then you need to go and tell the ancestor that you've moved already. But however, they did not want that move, was not approved by them. But because of the circumstances and what you've been feeling around the relationship with you and your nephew, that's why you had to sell the house. So hang in there. Kopa guidance kobona, but the nephew, I'm still emphasizing, was stubborn, and I don't think he's gonna meet you halfway. It will take a miracle or I meet halfway, because the issues that he's struggling from, they are not issues within what you can fix, is issues from the paternal side.
Okay.
All
right.
My top 10 at 10 with the best tea in the city.
Hey, Uncle T, my late mom faded long ago with my aunts, and now I'm being criticized all the time. I'm being hated for what I don't even know. And at this present moment, I've got no one to talk to, because I wish it so ngaye. Uncle T.
She's born 1988, the 1st of October.
Asmatsili, so you are not going to fall for the things that your mom fall for. You're not going to die for the same things Mama Harishweleting. You're going to be a better one to know how to fix, because Mama was able to anchor in towards the Twako family, Adi Laterle, Adi Abelibon around the space at the. You're going to be a better person. That's why they say when Bao born, but you remind them of your mom, because Baba there's somebody or at Tibelang for the family. It is going to say Ngata, but I want you to be a better person. person and seek help from ko mme wa hao kwa lengkotong gore a o emelle a phele through wena e be le lo phelelang le lo sebeletsang gore dintho tse o di lwanele tabeng ya ditshebetso e tswang ko setting ya bo mama ke kopa re ditshebetsong re kre matla a o tsena ditshebetso tsa something to do with weighing day re kre matla ka thapelo re melle re ganyise candle e ready gore e re nwale re khutlwentseng tsa lefatshe bathong ba batlang ba tlo re phosa marumo. I want you to be a bigger person and stand up and pray. If you are crying now, you're letting your mom down because there's so much hate within you, but throw in the towel to say these things that but guess what? Your mom fought for this thing, but she failed. Now she's off our it's like a relay off our tap are but you don't be like me, don't be consumed by this thing. Fight it and stand up for yourself and know that you're going to be a winner at the end of the day. But you need the tebetso, you need badimu, you need mudimu to be able how your mother had this thing of a 12 o'clock prayer in the afternoon. This thing baby that she believed in it the person who gave birth to your mom. There's this cycle of 3 ladies. Please fight and break that cycle because it will do not entertain the hear about lady gossip when you're going to break this thing, you're going to break this curse within the family. You are going to make it from now on, knowing you are not alone.
Okay, but now, what I fail to understand is that I heard long ago that they did have issues with my mom. And now, we're not there. We don't even know even now. So what is it that they hated my mom for? It's just that they were just saying that my mom is showing their brother money. But now it's usually at this moment to get email and people but now how about to seek us instead of assisting us, they pulling us down all the time when they see me they feel like you're
yeah, see, we did get that. We did get that. Yeah. I think what is important is all right. So what I'm saying is we did get the gist of that problem. What you need to descend to is the message that Tebogo is giving to you.
The way they said mewabona o senya bo anti ba mewabona o senya tšhelete ya buta bona ke kopotso monthontseo because this is not your fight. This was the fight between mewa hao le ko lenyalong la gae. So a re tswe mo tabeng eo because hence I'm saying ke re mama bona when I started I said mama hao o ba tlogeletse aba within the space ya bona aba tlogella ba mo abuse aba tlogella ba itse ntho tse ba ditsang kwena. So ke re ko wena mama is giving you a bait to say don't be consumed by this politics because this is not your fight. When like till the end, mama's soul, mama's spirit lives in you. So now you've got what I can say double power because fight with these people. So there's a cycle of 3 women. Cycle of 3 women babalang luena. So I want you to break this cycle because back in Tibakato, Litabenya estate yantlu o yanatabe eo. Kopaleska letella gagolo mama ha o laughed mothodula le ena tabenya tšhelete a eyo ke tabenya gore o kene monyalong banna gore o tlontsha dijo ka mara le hano o tlo renkela ngwana bo rena a mo sebeletsa sebetsa le bana ba hae. But what is the purpose of somebody getting married if ile gore monna tlolana na o sebeletse? So don't be consumed by those things. When I lebella the bigger picture o tswele pele ka ntho go bolelang yona.
The last question for her though. Should she step away from this family?
No. It's her father's side. So she needs to let's re tlole this thing ya gore re na di families tsa bo ntate wa rena bo mme ba rena, and then you want to pull over, it won't sort out anything.
So don't pull away.
Go phela le batho ka bohlale.
Keep your enemies closer.
I said something to somebody at the consult, are go mosebetsing go difficulty, and then go high go difficulty, but go mosebetsing a ka se tlogele o tla lwana, and then because o batla tšhelete wa gola. E be ke morekere, why don't you use the same remedy go ntlong e we berisang go mosebetsi? Why go ntlong go tlogela o ngale o tsamaye mara go mosebetsing wa nna because ba o fa tšhelete? Ke the same remedy, that strength that you've got for your work, but ba go mosebetsing you le gore le go ntlong o lwane le batho ba go ntlong through prayer. E ba o phosa ka meeting or whatever, wena tsena mo thapelong o bitse modimo wa gago le badimo ba gago. Yes.
Mama Kamahle, I hope you are answered. Thank you so much for that call. Yes, there you go. Kim, good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Kim is from Protea Glen, Kwadi 12th August 1992. Your question, your family?
Hi, Tebogo, how are you?
I'm good, and how are you, Kim? I love your energy.
Good, thank you.
Yes.
Listen, Tebogo, I'm worried about one thing. Okay, from my maternal family. Yikuliso mama, ubaba only knew dad when I was older. I don't have any bond with the family, yaga baba. I don't have any relationship. So my worry is, Tina, the new generation, my parents never put back, and the siblings, like the my mom is late and and now I'm seeing a split that's been happening, and I'm worried because of that's like the only family that I have a relationship now.
The family of your mom, that's the only family
My
that you've got.
mom's family.
Your mom's
Yeah,
family,
yeah,
but
that's
you're
the
saying
only
within
family
the
I have.
family you see a split because you didn't know your father. You only knew your father when you were a bit older. Okay.
You're my father, but I only started having talk now when I think I was doing matric.
Okay, all right.
But from birth till matric, there was
Okay.
no conversation, nothing.
Okay.
No communication at
Okay,
all.
no problem. Tabeng ya maregello ya lebitso, did we have a name from the mother side? Motho re reetseng ka ena, who's this presence of a granny? What is the issue with you and the granny?
What issue? Oh, I'm bad in Sotho. So you say?
The issue of tabeng ya maregello o reetse ka mang ko bo mama. Ke bona tabeng ya maregello, who's this strong
Who are you
presence
named after?
of a granny who's next to you? Because ke bona a granny.
Actually, apparently, igama like a Kim. It was from umfazi gaba mkhulwane, and
yes.
guys, it's from my father's side.
Yes.
So
yes.
yeah,
Yes.
guys, it's from my father's side. So angwazi umlando ka Kim, who was Kim, but
Yes.
then that's the Kim I got from my mother's side.
Yes. Let's get that kin from your mother's side and seek help and strength from that spirit because that person is late. And let's also seek the strength from the person that you've been named after from the paternal side because you're gonna need those people. The issues of the split from the mother's side, these people were never united to start with. There have been issues regarding a dispute of a house and regarding comparison within the cousins and the kids. So they were never united. They were just pretense. There's pretense and there's people that so I don't want to they pretend they want to split. That is the family that you only know. I understand that. But can we go back to what Mama taught us? The wisdom to live around people and the way to do things and get that strength, and the way Mama na maneuver around can we use the same strategy to do the same thing because if today on hold. So there is a lot and this thing has to do with the jealousy, the competition. That's why there's a division and I said let's move away we don't know what they fought for, they know what they fought for, but let's do bigger people and lady cousins are within the family. So you do have a remedy for this, but you're not sure what is it that you had to do. And the other thing that will make you also feel lost, there's this thing of familial follow on that you know other families that you've got or only one, you can be able to rely on other people that can can be there for you. Because all these things, and you don't do those things. Just get strength from the mom, and you will see everything will be fine as time goes on.
I think let's recap quickly for her because there's been quite a lot. So, how does she invoke the spirit Sakim? How does she do that?
She needs to find out who's Kim, where did Kim die, where did Kim was buried,
Yeah.
and be able to if you know that you're out there, you've been named after someone, and that person has passed, is very important that o connectele motho o le buisane in the spirit gore ke kopa ska nkwalela ditsela if there's anything so se batlang ko nna. So because a lot of old people used to do that, so ba o relle ka somebody we reletse ka batho, and we have issues that we need to fix.
Sure.
So tabeng ya marehelo, it's a very big problem now. That's we need to get away from those things.
So in the maternal side of the family, it's about those social clubs, family clubs that they have. Let's get to know each other. Get together, be there.
Ask her feel like are all lonely because also feel like they're small, and the family is very small. That's why she feels like ish batho ba heke ba letlela ba tlong abuse ba tlwetsang or heke ba tshwantse ke ithapelo because they are very small family.
Ke mungathengi umuntu ngemali.
Yes. Ha itse ba bang, then they can be able to be much better. Ask her feel lonely.
Kaya 959.
On the street, on the air.
Okay, the last mile before we close this hour with Tebogo Mfete, the medium. By the way, next month when Tebogo comes back, we're going to do a recap show. You did get advice from him. Did it work? Simple.
Simple as that.
Simple as that. If it didn't, what are the remedies? Yeah, because then I
yes, it's quite possible.
Yeah, when are you relying on him? You never know. Good morning.
Hi, good morning, Tibos, okay?
The 26th of April, she was born 1971. Your question about your family.
Yes, Tibos. Tebo, le kae?
Ke tong kae au simpo?
Ke teng e hle ke itumela tso finyella ko Kaya FM. Tibos, le go batla.
Okay.
Ke na le bothata ba ka ke nna le bana ba ka mangwane we ke re family nyana e nyane but ha ona khotso. And ke na le ngwanyana o sa duleng gae o tsuba di drugs. Ke na le segolo se re se lwalalang le ntate wa sona. O filwe libitso la ntate wa hae, and then ngwana o nanwile oventlina a le monyane ke re ke mathata ke sebetsa ke liwane ke ntate ke mme ke nkgono ke malome.
All right, hold on.
Okay. Simple. When was the last time we tsa mosebetsing no ba dimo, just a bit of bialanyana ka montlong go pasa before ka botsa bo abutebo go di issues tsa rena re botsa ba golo pele gore they need to try and intervene, because I think we are quick go bolela bo abutebo go le bo mamang before we can be able gore re botsa ba golo. I think that is the first thing.
Ha le gantle Tebo?
A good le gantle. Okay, I was saying, when was the last time we tsa mosebetsi wa badimo ka mo gae re tlisa sedimo ka mo gae? When was the last time you did that? Yes, let's do a re qale mong khono pele a re qane mo simpho a re tse mosebetsi re go dira peng ro bolela ba golo the issues ya ngwana wa di drugs, which is not looking good because there's also issues ya mphakathi ka mogare le go timello ha dilo le taba ya bo di suicide. So that is very urgent, ke kopa we address it very urgently ego, and then a re tse mosebetsi re bolela ba golo di issues tso mpolella tsona hona neng gore go kopane you are the mother and you are the father mo ntlung ho etsagala soletso a gona bophelo le small family a re botseng ba dimo pele gore a re go gentse dimo se re tlhabeng e ka ba just a white chicken, just go bega go bong khono re ba bolelle the issues tse re yang through tsona ne. And also the issue of malume kai. What is the malume from the maternal side? Malume ko kai?
The issue ya eng?
Malume wa gago
the
kae?
uncle kai?
Oh, malume wa ka o tlhokafetse. O tshwa re malume o kereng o tlhokafetse ne?
Yes.
Wa o tlhatlhamang o mme wa ka mo tlhatlhamang.
Yes.
O tlhokofetse ke sentsana ke le mo le bo 3 years.
Yes, so
malume wa ka o ileng gore ke cousin o ke golang ke mo bitsa malume o reng ha dintho di etsagala. O tlhokafetse last year.
Okay, all right. Re kopa re ko malumeng ko tleng la malume re bue le malume, because why ke re fara ko malume Malubu for the longest time has been trying hore a lokise dintho mo le mo, although as not the right guidance, but has been trying hore a ka kra thuso ko bathong le go itse hore family ya lena e ka lokiswa ka tsela e jwang. So a re batle malume from the spirit point re hore a re lokisetse a tle le bagolo ba bang re kentsweng jarateng, then re lokisetse tabeng ya badimo go etse bojala bo bonyane fela go kopantshwe family go thuwe taba tsa di cases tsa di drugs. This one or di drugs a krele rehab a rehabbing too, so in order ska fela pelo, let's not be quick to go and engage with other people that we don't know re ba bolele di problems tsa rena hore ko ntlong ho. So we take that energy re bolele modimo le badimo hore at least ho nne le movement o itseng, because ka bona re fela pelo o nahana re dilo di ka so loke, but Malumo will be able to bring this point ya sedimo atle le bona kaofela and then taba e lokisetse. And there's something about libitso la the younger one hore o retse tabeng ya marehelo o retse ka mang. You were saying something about libitso la ngwana kantate, and then where's the dad? Okay, ntate.
The dad wa last born.
Yes. O teng. So hore the libitso or libitso la ntate wa hae or libitso la ntate wa hae, the grandfather.
Ho tsahalang ka ntate wa Stlogolo.
Yes, you were saying mang o retse ka mang.
Stlogolo is named after who?
Yes.
O teng. Ntate wa hae o teng.
Okay, maybe I understand.
Yeah.
Let's fix taba e ya marehelo here. If the name e written, because if you're saying to me Stlogolo se retse ka ntate wa hae libitso, it's like le ena litso la ntate wa hae o le kra from somewhere. So let's get the original person wa libitso hore libitso le kopele hara ngwana, because le tsantse le tlhopha ngwana ka taba e ya ngwana ya se robale le something to do with bolwetse ba o ka something go fa dimogo. It's like the bolwetse ba epilepsy or something. A rapelle yona ntho le libitso le rapellwe mo le kopelo mo sedimo, because libitso le tla from someone. So what I'm trying to say to you, there's the original person wa libitso le. If bare ke mpho gona le mpho o mong o leng hore o raise ka ene ke lo bona. So let's this family meeting, there's something about a meeting on ro wa yetsa kopa meeting o go tlo yetsa we kopantse le taba ya gore ba botse ka taba ya o tlhabisa ya gore go tlhabiwe go nne le mosetso wa badimo gore family na e be together. Mara ke kopa re o skanye mamoko tswela pelo batla thuso mo sedimo ba utlwile and then batla o berekela
ngaphela mandla. Awesome Paul. Lillian, you are the last one. Good morning. Lillian Pajani. The 21st of June, she was born 1980. Your question quickly, Lillian.
Question ya ne ke batla go tseba hore na hona le ntwe ke entseng site ya bontate ka fela ba tlhokofetse ne, and then ditloholo obviously ne ba ine le batho ba lona. So ntwe ke entseng ke nkile ditloholo ka fela ka re ka ba kopantsha ka re ke koparetse tse ntate moholo le itswe. So question ya ka go tseba hore na ke ntse phoso ka ke ntwe right ya
ke ntwe right Australian ke ntwe right ga golo ene le ntate o itumela taba e ntwe entseng a re bele ke re le mo tabeng ya lesaka. There's something about tabeng ya lesaka ya ntate mogolo batho ba tsang ko masakeng ko dikhomong. So a re sa le morao re tsebe hore ntate mogolo mo bophelong ba hae hona le taba ya lesaka o ka ba dikhomo re gape ro phopotha ko lesakeng le hore sedimo se khone hore phelela. But what you did badimo ba itumetse, they will credit you for that, because for the longest time familial na le division. So that division it tlo fela bana ba thola mesebetsi le tabong ya nyalo le tabong ya gore there's a lot of people or the siblings tse re ba inanaga ba ne nka mo tsetso re motho ko kae ba re motho nna ko kae ko boyfriend ko girlfriend, all those things. Now it le batho ba khona tla gae ba thole mesebetsi, because there's a disappearance e ke bona mo ya two people ba ne ba inele naga ba sa nne mo ntlong, and some issues le mesebetsi and all that go sa thole mesebetsi or maybe di koropanya le di contract ke lo bona. So those things and tate mogolo ho etsa le join tate mogolo o itumetse, but a re lateleng taba ya lesaka or ke lesaka la mang go etsagalang re kopantse sedimo mo, and then everything is just a bonus on the things that you've done. But so far well done as Lillian, things are going to look up for you. A re tlo bala ka taba tšhelete o la ka tšhelete ga go a re tswe mo tšheletenyana re lebelle taba ya renovations. I'm just pushing it quickly. A re tsweleng tabeng ya renovations e le ka mo ntlong di lokisa mo tabeng ya go galapa, then ba utlwile ka sello seo ba tla o lokisetsa.
Okay. Bogobane bothata ko gore incident tse moholo ya lwanelwa, so re tshwanetse re tsetse matlijo kono jaanong ho na le ditloholo tsena tse ding di na le ntho tse sena ke jaanong
ke ba beletse ka ga ona ntho e jwale tse tsala ya go tlo khiriwa dintwa tsa batho ba tlhokofetse
a re di tsebe dintwa tseo a re tswa mo tsona tabeng ya ntlo mo e tla iragala ko kwale he sa itsagale ko ba re kontlung ya ntate mogolo e tla itsagala ko wena tle bo batla gore e itsagale ko teng as long ntate mogolo mo letsoro go soliso funny enough they know before you can even re ba tshelle di snake fresh di cares gore go itsagala soliso. So let's just push that ntate mogolo o itumetse mosebetsi. Obviously you won't agree is all the cousins na le ba batlo goela morao not because ba batlo goela morao because ko wena o tlileng ka ntho there's a point of jealousy. So it's mo nthontseo ntate mogolo o tlile mosebetsi tlo samagantle.
Thank you Lillian. Thank you Tebogo.
I'll
see you next month.
Yes, definitely. I'll see you next month.
Feedback session with Tebogo. He gave you an advice.
It's going to be great, guys, for feedback session. So if you'd want to book an appointment with me, kopa phone 079 820 5086 079 820 5086. Our tour, my spiritual sister, Pointle is still continuing. We are fully booked for the 18, 19, 20. Go ahead, Filthy. So look at for the other tour, which will be somewhere in next month again.
Follow him on Twitter at Tebogo Mfete.